Hello, again, world. First, to our Lord Jehovah God and His Son Jesus Christ, of course. And of course, this goes to everyone else. I don't care. But this is your boy, King of the World. One more time, I get to you to tell you to tell mainly the ten kings of this world that are controlling the entire world. The king of the world, Fatalissimo, is giving them an order, and they have to follow through because that is our Lord Jehovah God and His Son Jesus Christ will for every prisoner that exists in this entire world to be released, and any crazy guy that exists in the hospital to be released at once. You know what I mean? Of course, anybody anybody can be set up to take care of them, make sure that they don't act anything stupid as they go. And like for mainly for example, those in the hospital, they have to be watched very careful, but they need to experience what is real life nature of the outside. They cannot be locked up in a fucking hospital forever. That is inhumane. You know what I mean? Also, the prisoners that are in the real prisons, they need to get out. Everyone needs to be released at once. At once. Do not let me repeat this in a different voice or louder. They need to be released at once. You know what I mean? 10 kings. Do as I say. It's an order. It's an order. Obey. Instant obedience to orders, right? Then obey. So that's what I wanted to tell you, 10 kings, to do at once. And for the only thing that I have to do is just use a few of your soldiers to be very close to those child molesters and murderers. They need to be watched, but at the same time they need to be allowed to enjoy life. You know what I mean? You can watch them outside, but they need to enjoy life. You know what I mean? So those two kinds, they need to be watched. You know what I mean? So you can use a few resources to be watched, but they need to be outside, out of presence, ASAP, ASAP. I'm not gonna accept any buts or anything like that from you 10 kings. You need to do that ASAP, ASAP. You know who you are. If you don't want me to start fucking calling names right now of who you are, then fucking do as I say. You know what I mean? Release every prisoner in the world. Those two kinds of murders and child molesters need to be watched very careful to make sure that they don't never do that again. But I believe that they have second chance to always to be outside and enjoy what real life is. You know what I mean? So they need to be released at once. And crazy people in the hospitals too. You know what I mean? I will not tolerate such a thing in more prisons or mental hospitals. Never ever in this fucking life. And our Lord Jehovah God does not tolerate such a thing either. To have millions of people locked up, living miserably in there. Therefore, I order you to fucking release them at once. Other prisoners. And any person that is in a mental hospital, to release them at once. As king of the world, Fatalissimo, number one in the world. Number one in the world right here. Follower of our Lord Jehovah God gives the order to release every prisoners. And just watch these two. That's it. So they can never fuck up again. I don't think they will, because I believe they have learned their lesson. But if they do, that's what they need to be watched very carefully. You know what I mean? At the end, I want this shit to happen ASAP. Otherwise, you're gonna have to deal with the Almighty or Lord Jehovah God. This is the order that He has commanded me to give on the spot right now. Therefore, obey. Instant obedience to orders. Alright? Thank you, O Lord, for being with this family. And thank you, O Lord, for being with the whole world. Generals, kings, you name it. Obey. Instant obedience and orders. Order from Fatalissimo over here. The king of the world. Jehovah God, let your will be done. ASAP.